you so much for tuning in to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Be sure to subscribe to The Kim Jacobs Show right on YouTube. Turn on your notification bell to all so you never miss a beat. And guess what? Every time you watch, you're going to receive a real relevant and relatable guest that's going to share with you a piece of the puzzle on this journey called life that will help you be able to manage just a little bit smoother. At the end of the day, the Kim Jacobs Show goal is to be able to provide balance to the world, one household at a time.
Kim Jacobs Show. You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Kim Jacobs Show. I hope that you all are having a great day. So excited to have you all here today with us as we get ready to celebrate the graduation of none other than EFFIE and James Robertson. So glad to have you all here today.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. We're so excited.
I am too. I had one of my team members there backstage trying to help me, and I was like, "Oh, you're on the screen." It's like, okay, well, hello, toodaloo to you. How are you? Okay,
he's part of my graduation.
Yes. Listen, everybody. Today we are going to be celebrating a great couple. They have an outstanding show lined up for you that's going to be kicking off very soon. You're going to hear so many details about this couple, some of the things that they've gone through personally, as well as everything that you're going to want to know to tune into their weekly show. It's going to be a roller coaster ride, y'all. As you can see in the backdrop there, it says Life Disruptions. You haven't seen anything till you see this new hot show that's hitting the market. I personally believe it's going to be viral. It's going to be all that. And maybe, I think I'm biased because I helped plan. I think I am. Yeah, I think I'm biased. Okay. But it is going to be an incredible experience. So go ahead and grab your virtual seats. Make sure that you take a moment to invite people into today's show. I know that we're going to take, let me just, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a timer up right now. Just a little countdown timer. We won't take the full time, but maybe about a minute of it or so. Tag some friends. Invite them. Share the broadcast. We're a part of a lot of groups. We're part of organizations, people that don't want to miss this celebratory moment today. So we're going to take this moment right now and we're going to go ahead and invite people to tune in. Tag your friends. That should be plenty of time. Hopefully you all have had some time to invite those in that definitely want to hear from this fantastic couple. I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about each of them, and then we're going to hear from them. Again, you can pop your congratulatory messages in throughout today's broadcast. But EFFIE Robertson is the bounce back strategist. She's a best-selling author, nurse, certified master resilience trainer, speaker, and entrepreneur. As a master resilience coach, EFFIE's mission is to equip women who has been knocked down by life's challenges to gain their confidence back and to get back up. She holds a bachelor's degree in business administration, a master of science in management, and she's currently pursuing her doctorate degree in business. So she is owner of Simply Monet, an online boutique which promotes the building of women's confidence through fashion. This woman has served on multiple boards. She's a member of nonprofit organizations such as Girls Phenom, Pretty Purpose, and as well Sanctuary Foundation for Veterans. That's Effie Robertson, everybody. Let's put some hand claps together and applaud this beautiful queen. Welcome, Effie Robertson. How are you today?
Thank you. I am well. I'm excited to be here with someone that's served me as a coach, and I appreciate it. I'm so excited to be here. I'm excited for this day.
I'm equally excited. I feel like a proud mom. My cheeks are burning and hurting, and it's like you're at a wedding and you're like, my baby. Okay. James Robertson is a motivational speaker, author, consultant, and a certified master resilience coach who values dedication, service, and excellence. As a decorated combat veteran, James brings unique perspectives gained from his battlefield experience to multiple organizations, empowering people to unleash the untapped potential of their abilities, dreams, and aspirations. This man holds a bachelor's degree in business administration, a master of science in management, and Lean Sigma Black Belt. He is also an ordained minister. So y'all go, okay, first of all, y'all gonna get a whole bunch from this couple right here. Co-founder of Fielding Dreams 365 LLC. Welcome, James Robertson.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you. It's a pleasure and honor to be here with you. Thank you.
Now look, you got her so giddy over there. She can't even think straight, right?
That's my boo. That's my boo.
That's your baby, right? So you're like, look, oh hey, baby.
I'm trying not to get excited. You reading off her stuff. I'm sitting over here looking at her like, look. Shoot.
Y'all, let me screenshot them. Okay, let me go ahead and get y'all. Look at each other. Go ahead. Here we go. That's what the show is going to be all about. Y'all going to be in the room with James and Effie Robertson as they roll out a new show. So I see comments coming in. Let me go ahead and make sure I pop some of them up already. Lots of comments are coming in. Hello, Arnetta Caldwell. Arnetta Caldwell has a big event coming up this weekend, and we'll tell you more about that as well. She is one of our visionary experts here on the Kim Jacobs Show, and she said, hello. Make sure you put your information about your event to Arnetta in the comment section. And she said, congratulations to both of you. All right. Athena Robertson, our sunshine expert, said, good morning, beautiful people.
Love to laugh.
Well, congratulations. Yes. Keep your comments coming in and we will pop them up throughout today's broadcast. Listen, when we come back after this commercial break, James and Effie, I want y'all to take us back and talk to us individually. Let's start with you, Effie, first, and share some of your backstory with us. In this show, we talk about how people balance all different aspects of their lives. What have you had to overcome to become who you are today? Now, the host of Life Disruptions. Take us back right after this commercial break. And then, James, we're going to hear your backstory as well. Okay. All right. We'll be back right in a few moments as we hear from the new co-host each of Life Disruptions, was going to be coming to a viewing station near you. Right after this commercial break. We'll be right back.
I'm attorney Kenneth D. Snow, and at the Snow Legal Group, justice is our job.
For more than 20 years, Attorney Snow has been fighting for justice and winning cases in the Carolinas by providing aggressive representation in criminal defense, domestic violence, family law, serious injury, and wrongful death. If you've been injured or lost a loved one in an accident, including tractor trailer or ride share, you need the Snow Legal Group by your side, fighting for justice and fighting for you. Visit snowlegal.com. Call 704-358-0026 for a free virtual consultation, located at 6827 Fairview Road, Suite D in South Park.
All right, everyone. And we are back talking with James and Effie Robertson. Today, they are graduating from how to start your own show from scratch. I was going to say on purpose, but it's from scratch. Everything that you need to know from A to Z, they have learned it in a training course that they took with us. And I'm super excited to be able to present them today to all of you. So Effie, talk to us about your backstory. Take us on a journey.
So talking about life disruptions, I think my whole life has been a life disruption, actually. Just growing up in a small little town called Camden, that's in New Jersey. That town was voted, nominated, or announced as being the most dangerous city in the entire world 5 times, 5 years in a row. Growing up there and being homeless, I remember, it's so funny because I think back and I went through Catholic school growing up, but I was homeless. I was homeless, and we were homeless for 2 years, where we actually lived in a van. So just getting up and going to the bathrooms at night to wash up, to go to school the next day, and just hungry, not having anything to eat for days at a time. In the summertime, it would be James and I were sitting outside talking the other day, and it was, I think, 87 degrees here. And I said, now take this and imagine being sitting in a van all day long, because we had nowhere to go, nothing to do. We would never even get out the van to play. We would just sit in the van on a Saturday and a Sunday all day long. So school is something we looked forward to, because that was our way to get out of the van. And then just growing up thinking I'm never going to put my kids through this, not having, again, nothing to eat, never having, we didn't have telephones. I would go to the phone booth or something. We were on welfare, no lights. We would go, when we did live in a house, we would go months without lights in the house. So my whole childhood was a disruption. And I said, okay, well, I would make sure that my kids' life would not be disrupted like that. But as I got older and I decided to get married, and that whole marriage, the first marriage, that was a disruption. My husband was a heroin addict. Um,
Hey,
but I did not allow my kids to live like I lived. Like, they were never homeless. They always had something to eat, but it still was a disruption,
right.
because I allowed that particular disruption in my life, where I still was in survival mode. I was always trying to just, make sure that we were okay. And I went back to school to be a nurse. And but it was a struggle. It was a struggle the entire time, just trying to raise my kids, because essentially I really was a single parent, because he was really in and out the house. And
Oh,
so I've just had so many life disruptions go on, from being molested from the tender age of 5 all the way up until I was 16. Many people say, I've heard people say, well, 16, you can stop it. Not if that's your life and you know no better. You don't know anything different. That's your life.
okay.
Um,
You
so
saying so many things. Wait. Oh my gosh. It is because I don't have any scripted questions or anything. So
that's okay.
Yeah.
I am like, wait, I need to go back for a second.
Hmm.
Because what you're saying, I know everybody's tuning in for a graduation here, but what has to happen is you have to understand who's hosting the show that you're going to be tuning into. And so Effie Robertson here has been through so many different life disruptions herself. When she has the show on, she's going to be able to talk to parents that are dealing with being in a homeless situation, and you find yourself thrust in something you weren't expected to be in. That's what it sounds like happened with
Yes.
your family.
Yeah.
So was it your mom, your dad who was helping you?
My mother, my father was absent in my life. So I even know that portion. My father was very absent.
Okay, seriously, I'm getting a serious headache. I'm not joking. And it's not even, I promise this is old. These are real life things that Effie has walked through. And she's
Yes.
standing here, a bright light in the world, ready to be able to open her heart, her transparent heart, to you, to all of the viewers that's going to be tuning into their show each week on Mondays at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, you can talk to parents, because the parents that are finding themselves in this situation because of whatever absentee situation, they're now homeless with their child or children and trying to survive, going in and out of bathrooms, trying to make sure that they're clean enough to go to school, to get some food.
Yeah.
That's what you looked forward to school.
Yeah.
What advice, I'm going to hear more of your backstory, but what advice would you give women or men, because it's not only women that are homeless, women or men that are homeless, that may get a hold to this episode some kind of way? What encouragement would you share with them today?
Because I've been there. And I know when you're in that moment, like, I understand being in that moment, that everything seems impossible. It seems impossible to get through it. It seems impossible to, to even have a home. It seems impossible because sometimes we had hotel rooms that we stayed in. That seems impossible just to get to a hotel room, just to have a bed to sleep in. But I am here to say, if you just take one step at a time and you come up with a plan and you reach out and use the resources that are available, that you can get through it. You can get through it. You have to be willing in your heart and in your mind to get up every day and keep trying and never give up. Do it get
That's
hard? Absolutely, it gets hard. Do you feel like giving up? Absolutely, you do. And if on that day you say, I can't do this and I just want to sleep, then you know what? Do that. But the next day, get up.
Mhm.
Get up and keep moving. You can't stay there. If you want something better, you cannot stay in the place that you are. And that means you have to move every single day.
That's good. That's good. Reach out and use the resources that are available. I have a typo there, that are available to you. Don't give up for any reason. Effie Robertson. That's such great advice. Now, going on to where you were just talking about being molested, that's a whole bucket of topic, because there are children that the parents don't even know. How
Yes.
did your parents, your mom know that you were being molested? Or probably
No, and
not.
it was always with people that she trusted us with. So it's not a stranger. That very much carried it into my relationship with my children, because my children never stayed the night at other people's houses. I will always welcome them to have sleepovers here, but they could not go to other people's houses, because it was always someone that my mother trusted us with. And it wasn't necessarily a man, it was women sometimes. So when you think, oh, it's a woman and I have a girl and they will be, that's not necessarily the truth.
Mm, 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 mm.
So I get it. I get it in my heart. I get it and I understand it. And I'm able, not because I read a book, and I'm not saying going to school and getting a degree on something I'm not invalidating that, but I know because I walked those steps.
Right.
I walked it. I lived it. I not only read a book about it, but I actually walked it. And I knew what it took to get through it.
Wow. Okay. And so, listen, if you're a parent, especially from a balancing life perspective, I'm the balance doctor here on the Kim Jacobs Show. And so, if you're balancing dealing with children and you're trying to get somebody that you feel comfortable watching your child, pay attention to some of the things that your child may have gone through that you may not know of, because of the fact that you think this is a good situation, the same sex as whatever the case, and you're comfortable. I'm running here, I'll take care. I always tell people, let's barter time, and let's you do this and I do this while I run my errands. You run your errands and I'll watch your kid. Okay. But what you're saying is that's why I bring experts on this show. What you're saying is, don't be so quick to release your children, which my children do not stay over people's houses, period. It doesn't even matter who they are at all, only because at the end of the day, I feel like God assigned them to me. So I'll leave them with the grandparents, and if the grandparents do something, I'm like, the whole world needs to shut down at that point. Okay, if the grandparents do that, I don't think so. So I'll leave them with the grandparents or something. But I have not left them with any other people, because it's been too much going on in the world.
Yeah, and I'm not suggesting that we are just untrusting to everyone in our circle. That I'm not suggesting that, and I'm not suggesting that we are suspicious of everyone. I am not suggesting that, or that everyone is a molester, or everyone's going to hurt people. I'm not.
Correct.
I'm just saying what my experiences have been myself, and it has not been strangers. It was people that my mother trusted.
Yeah, I trusted several people, but there's one particular person I trusted with my daughter. And I said, okay, I 100% trust this person. And if I 100% trust, then I'm good, And I'm like, I'm not even leaving you overnight. I'm just leaving you in a situation for a few hours while I'm still right in the same area, just in a different part of the room. And nothing happened to my knowledge anyway of any molestation or anything. But the person ended up being someone that totally betrayed me. They did not have my best interest at heart, did not have my family's best interest at heart. And I trusted that person with one of my most prized beings of my life.
Yes.
So I am very much like you in that regard. No, thank you. Now I do trust Sean. I think Sean would want. Let me go ahead and name her. Sean would take care of my children. Tanya, Davita, Tyra. Okay, I know. I have a few that I can name by name, but and Cassandra, different ones. Okay, but other than that, I don't know. We'll see. Let me move on.
But I think we should have those conversations with our children too. I think a lot of times as parents, we think that they're too young to have the conversations. And I wish that if my mother would have had the conversation with me, I would have told her. But for me to go and tell her that conversation, I'm pretty confident she would not have believed me. But if she allowed that space for me to open up to her, then I would have said, yeah, this is happening. This is happening to me.
Well, I do have those conversations, and everyone watching, if you have those conversations with your children, put it in the comment section. I talk to my kids about this. We talk candidly about sex, about what's appropriate, what's inappropriate, and I ask very specific questions. And actually, one time I asked one of my children in church, and because I had handed them off to somebody to go take them to the bathroom that I trusted, but then they handed them off to somebody else, and I was like, what? Right? So not that I even didn't trust the person that they handed them off to, but I asked quietly while the music was playing. I said, did anybody touch your butt? And he was like, nobody touched me. And of course the music stopped. Nobody touched my butt, Mom. And I was like, what? Yelling out in the church. Okay, let me stay focused on this graduation. Y'all see the type of stuff that's going to happen on this show, right? Life disruptions every Monday at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You want to be in your virtual seats. It's going to be on Facebook and on YouTube, and you don't want to miss any of the places that they are streaming. They're going to be able to, you can follow EFFIE or James Robertson. It's going to be both on both of their pages or on Life Disruptions Facebook page and YouTube channel. You don't want to miss this, okay? EFFIE, tell us any more that you want to share about your backstory.
I'll let my boo talk.
You gonna let him talk? He was getting hot, by the way.
I could talk all day long.
He was getting. I mean, I saw his body language like, I will jack somebody up. They messing with my boo. Even though you're talking about your past, he's mad that happened in your past.
I will say this, that now, like, my life looks so much different than I could have ever in a million years imagined. And the thing is that, and what we want to talk about and share with our audience as well, is that even getting to this point with us, that was an uphill battle. Like, it wasn't easy. We did not get to this point like that we were happy, or we still have arguments. I'm like, you getting on my nerves, and he say the same thing. But we had to get to a point where we had to say, either we want this and we all the way in, or we don't and we got to go. Because this is both our second marriage. And so we had to make a serious commitment to one another that this is what we were going to do, seriously. Yeah. And so, again, my heart is so filled every day, Kim. When I tell you, I even get up in the morning, and it took, when we first moved here, I think for about 5 years, I just went to the microwave and said, thank you, God, for the microwave. Thank you, God, for them. It was like the littlest, tiniest things. I was just walking around, thank you, God. And he was like, what is wrong with you? I'm just so thankful. I am so thankful. And my life looks so different. But you know what? It took the work. I stayed committed to the work. But most importantly, I stayed committed to myself. And that's what I want people to believe and know. If you stay committed to yourself, that you can do it. You can do it, and you can overcome, and you can live your life desires, because that's what God intended us to do from the very start.
Okay. Wow. And stay committed to yourself, and you can live your heart's desires.
Yes.
That's good. And that's from Effie. Also making sure that she thanks God for the little things. So listen, James, right after this commercial break, we're going to come back and we're going to hear your backstory. Is that good?
That's good. That's good.
All right. We're so excited to have both James and Effie Robertson here today, sharing a little bit of their backstory, but they're going to be ultimately hosting a new show kicking off. They're going to tell you the exact date and everything throughout this graduation ceremony. They're going to be hosting this show on Mondays at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And they're hoping that you will tune in each weekday on that weekday on Monday at 8 p.m. All right. So we'll be right back right after this commercial break. James, get your mind ready. All right. We'll be right back.
It's not just another day. It's a brand new day, full of all the fun, love, and laughter you and your family create. Silver Shield Security understands feeling at home means feeling safe and happy. No credit checks, no contracts. We offer payment arrangements, and we'll even give you a free door camera. Find out how we can brighten your day even more at silvershield-security.com. Silver Shield Security.
All right, everyone. And we are back with the host of Life Disruptions, Life Lessons Learned by James and Effie Robertson. James, tell us your backstory.
All right. So I grew up a military family. My father was in the Air Force, retired. So I grew up middle-aged, middle-class family. So I was molested as well. So that spanned a couple of years because it started off on one base. I think I started off at 8 years old. So that happened from 4 years at this one base. And that was a brother and a sister molested me. So it was our babysitters. So I struggled from a kid wondering if I was gay because I didn't know if that was right. Again, I didn't tell my mom and dad. So that happened from one base, from 4 years, 5 years from one base. And so we ended up moving. So I got away from that and I thought I was safe. So we moved from that base to another base, and that family actually came to the same base that I was at. So it started all over again with this family here. And so it happened, continued to happen. So I ended up joining the military. I got away from it. And so from the military, I deployed to combat. So from combat, I lost a few soldiers, Iraq. So living in fear every day, wondering if I'm going to die, trying to make it home to my family. It was terrifying. And so I, struggled with a whole bunch of life disruptions from being molested, combat, being deployed, not spending time with my family. Then from Iraq to Afghanistan, where I lost more soldiers, experienced, IDF, which is indirect fire, trying to make it home, being on the road to convoys. Just a lot. I came from Afghanistan. I got medically retired for 20 years because I suffered severe PTSD, anxiety, and depression. And so from that point, I just shut down. I shut down, even from preaching, from life, period. I like to ride Harleys, fishing, hunting. I totally shut down, isolation, ended up getting divorced. You name it. I was a basket case. So I met Effie, started talking, getting counseling. My head started coming back above water. Started really getting help, started getting my relationship back with God and started seeing light again. But yeah, I struggled a lot. I didn't know which way was up. I didn't know which way was down. Didn't want to talk to people, but the depression, multiple suicide attempts, being in institutions. Yeah, so it was a lot. It
sounds like it. It sounds okay.
I'm just trying to give you the short version.
Oh, y'all, you know what? First of all, I done trained y'all for 6 whole weeks. I'm gonna tell y'all what we talked about how to start a show, but this right here is way deeper than anything that we put in this file folder.
Yeah.
And we talked about a lot of stuff. I thought we talked about quite a bit. But what y'all are sharing here today, in my opinion, is so inspiring to let people know that there is hope after trauma, after tragedy, after some of the things that are thrust upon us that we never could have even imagined possible in our wildest dreams. Yet you're here surviving and still here to tell your story in hopes of helping someone else get to the other side of whatever they're experiencing. So when you say you got divorced, then you met Effie and started getting help from God and help from counselors, how important was that on your journey?
That was significant because you can't get help until you acknowledge that you have a problem. And with guys, we have a tendency to suffer in silence because we're too prideful and it's just so much pride within us. We don't need help because we think that saying that we need help is showing a side of weakness and insecurity, and it's an ego thing that we can really make it on our own. But when we acknowledge that we need help and we start reaching out to others, that's the strength that you can't imagine that you have by reaching out to your community, your loved ones. And men we won't share that. And so when we share that, it empowers us to reach out in love. Because when we don't, things ruminate in our mind, and that's when we start having suicidal tendencies and we start thinking irrational when nobody loves us. And that's the biggest lie we tell ourselves.
Wow. So people that are contemplating suicide, people that are in the military, let's talk about that for a second. People that are in the military that have been in battle and now you come home and you're just thrust into regular society. What advice would you give people that have been in that military walk and they're trying to transition back to regular civilian life? Because that seems like it's a major leap.
It is a major leap because you got 1% of the whole population that's in the military. And so the military, we deploy, we come back, we deploy. So one, we don't spend time with our family. And family is significant because that's the building block of your strength.
Right.
And so when we leave, we have a tendency to feel like nobody cares. And sometimes it seems that way, but that's not true. And so for the military, the military personnel that feels hopeless, you have to understand that there is hope. That's the first of all. And it's the resilience piece that you have to build upon. The lie that you tell yourself and the lie that you believe is that there is no hope. Nobody cares about you. And that's the lie that you have to overcome. You are loved. You are cared for. You are important. You are respected. You are valuable. Yeah. You are instrumental to your family. And that you are coming home as a significant person in society.
Right.
And so when you keep telling yourself all of these lies and all of these things that are not significant, that's when you are defeated. And so reaching out to your resources, that's important. Because that's when, you have the suicide. That's when you have the depression, because you sit there in silence and say that nobody cares. And so in the military, that's why we struggle, because we are a society and a culture that says leaders cannot reach out for help.
Right.
If you reach out for help, you are weak. That's how it's viewed. Yeah. And so mental health and mental illness is real. And we have a tendency to say that it's not real. You're just a victim. And you're not a victim. You're just a person struggling with problems in that everybody else is struggling with. Yeah. And so you're condemned and you're looked down upon when you seek help. Mm-hmm. And so that's the culture that we have to shift, transform, and restructure.
Wow. Well, you're going to do that. You're going to do that on your show.
Absolutely.
So it's not like we have to send you too many other places. He'll provide on Life Disruption Show. I tagged a few men because I wanted to make sure some of the men that are some friends and stuff on Facebook or whatever get a chance to share with some of their congregations that this is a new show that's coming on the air, and it's going to be Mondays at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Life Disruptions, hosted by Effie and James Robertson. Both of their stories are nothing short of amazing, that they are alive, because people do some crazy things when they don't know, when they come to their wits end, and now they don't know if they're going to get told about or, ousted. So whatever ended up happening with the couple that did that for so many years in your life?
Oh, you want to? Well, it's funny.
Okay, so on that one, we're not gonna go down that road. So that's the beauty of being a talk show host too, is knowing when you're gonna just get right on off of that topic.
Okay, all
Leave
right.
that alone. And we're gonna continue on right after this commercial break. When we come back, what I would like to know is if you could tell everybody a little bit about what Life Disruption Show is going to be all about. So let people know what they can expect whenever they tune in on Mondays at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. James, thank you for being so transparent about military, molestation, divorce, getting married to your beautiful queen, EFFIE. EFFIE, thank you for sharing all of your traumatic experiences from ranging from homelessness to being molested to being married before and still that became a life disruption to now being the queen that you are. I cannot wait for your show to come out. Life Disruptions is really going to shake up this earth and it's going to bring some value to the world. So we'll be right back right after this commercial break to hear in your own words what Life Disruptions will be doing. We'll be back.
When someone has lost a loved one, they want to know what exactly happened. They want to know, is the other person going to be held responsible? And they want closure. At Hunter and Everett, we help clients that have lost a loved one move on and to do that with dignity and respect that they deserve.
All right, everyone. We're talking with the host of Life Disruptions that will be airing on Mondays at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time each week. And EFFIE and James together, tell us what your show is going to be about.
It's going to be about those real discussions with real people about kids, intimacy, relationships, things they've gone through in their life and how they have overcome whatever those setbacks are. Our hope together is that we feel like the world is in such a disarray now that people are so strained from connection and loving one another and helping one another that we set that standard that it's okay to be transparent. You know, we follow so much social media where we think that everyone's life is such a kumbaya moment. Everybody has everything going on right. And the truth is, we all have our own struggles. And we knew that before when we were writing letters or we were simply talking on the phone. And now through text, through Facebook and Twitter and all these social media outlets, that it's perpetrated as happiness when people are silently suffering. And so I want those people to come on. We want those people to come on and share with us and share with the audience what has really happened in their life and how they've overcome it, and to encourage others to do the same.
That's good. James, from your perspective?
Yeah, we want this to be a forum where you can actually come and be open and transparent and not just share a topographical story about your life. We want you to be able to connect with our audience on an emotional level where, like, if you got molested, we want you to be able to come talk about you being molested. We want you to come talk about being homeless and reach down to the deep part of your life disruption and how you overcame that. We don't want this to be a show where we just scratch the surface, but we really want to talk about the life lessons learned. And the only way you can talk about the life lesson learned about your life disruption is just diving deep into it and connecting with the audience. And that's how you connect.
Yeah. And we never know what, it may be someone, a guest that can connect with an audience member and they build their own tribe. And that's our hope, because, if you empower one, then you empower all. That's our motto: empower one to empower all. And if we keep allowing that to grow and grow and grow, then we all are empowered. And that's what we want to see in the world.
Amen.
That's good. Okay. So when can people tune in to your show?
Our first episode will air on May 8th. May 8th. That is Monday. Let me make sure I have the right day. May 9th. I'm sorry. May 9th at 8 p.m.
May 9th. Okay.
May 9th at 8 p.m. Yes.
All right. And listen, if you all want to come on the screen and congratulate this couple, some people want to know, how can I come up there on the broadcast with you guys? Just copy and paste that link that you see there below, and that will bring you right into the broadcast. Other than that, keep your congratulatory messages coming in. And when you have like Effie and James, an ideal type of person or people that would tune in, can you describe that person or people? I know we've talked about it in class, but kind of tell us who should be tuning into your program in a nutshell. Without saying the name.
It should be that woman or that man that is sitting there, that person, that professional that has sat there and they are struggling. They're struggling with right now making connections. They are struggling with what's going on personally in their lives, and they feel like they are in that dark place and they don't see a way out. They don't think that there is any hope left. Come and be able to connect with our guests to know that there are people out there that's going through the same exact things that you are going through. We oftentimes think we are the only one that's going through that thing, but it's so many people out there that is going through that thing. So come and connect and reach out again, so you can create your own tribe. Because we all about sharing.
Yeah.
We want you to connect. We want you to create your own tribe. That's what we want. We want to sprinkle the world with some goodness. That's what we want. And we hope that is what Life Disruption does.
And it's going to do just that. If you all in the studio audience can just feel the vibe, you know how there are some people that when you could just feel the energy and you feel like this is going to be something so good. If you can feel that, just put a 3 in the comment section. Put a 3, put a heart. Okay, they definitely gonna need to get a room every once in a while. Oh my gosh, here we go. I don't know if they're gonna be able to focus long enough to get through the hour of the show because they like, look how he's looking at her. I got to screenshot these things. This is ridiculous. Okay, get a whole room. The host of the show, they're gonna be dating on the show. They're gonna be giggly and googly, the Boaz experience, all of that stuff. You're gonna get to see it all from Effie and James Robertson. Now, imagine I spent 6 weeks with them in training backstage, and I had to deal with this all the time. So I was like, hello, everybody here. I can hear you. I can see you. World. Listen, when we come right back after this commercial break, I'd love for you all to tell them what you learned from just being in the course, how to start your own show from scratch. What was your experience? Would you recommend it to anyone else? And listen, anyone that's interested in taking the course yourself, you can definitely go to kimjacobsconsulting.com. And also, if you want to get a 25% discount because you watched this broadcast, then just let me know personally, and I'll make sure that I get you that personalized invoice. The training can be on either StreamYard only. Some people are ministers, pastors, executives, presenters, professors, attorneys, and they're not doing a show, but they just want to know how to work this platform for whatever their presentation purposes are. I do offer training on that as well. We do offer that with StreamYard only training. Then there is the actual course itself, 1 hour per week for 6 consecutive weeks, so that you can have the rights to your own show. I don't own any rights, right?
No.
To your show.
No.
But I did help create everything from A to Z, right?
Yes.
And it's fire. Look back there. It's fire. Okay. All right. So when we come back after this commercial break, we're going to hear more from James and Effie Robertson about their experience going through how to start your own show from scratch. We'll be right back.
Nothing says I love you more than final expense insurance whole life protection. With funeral advocacy nationwide, saving you and your family 30 to 80% off funerals and cremations. Nothing says I love you more than Get Insured Solutions, LLC. GetInsured.Solutions, 704-499-3616.
All right, everyone. See, look, you're in a commercial break.
You wasn't y'all
were like this. I'm like, all right, listen. Tell us what you all learned when you were able to pay attention in class to the class versus each other. Tell us what you learned in being a part of the course.
So I honestly have to say that Kim was actually wonderful. Prior to signing up with Kim, we had another experience which was absolutely horrible. It was horrible. We paid a ton of money and we were so disappointed. And so when we approached Kim, because we were like, we need help, but and we were very honest with her. Like, we had this horrible experience and now we're not too trusting of giving our money away again. And but she made the experience it was wonderful. We went through every single step. And when I tell you, she walks you through everything step by step by step, and she does not miss anything. And then she'll come back and say, oh, wait a minute, we missed that. So I need to tell y'all this. We need a few more minutes. Come on, because you need to have all of this. And she shows you and she shares things with you that most coaches don't do that. They don't share their things. They don't share their contacts. They don't share, what they are doing themselves. But she is very open and very honest. And she gave us a great experience. She put up with us looking and giggling the whole time. She was very flexible with our schedule. She was wonderful to work with. So I say, if you want to really learn this platform and know what's going on and know how to operate it consistently and concisely, please sign up with Kim, because she is the one to sign up with.
Yeah, and I'll say that she is the technical expert. Every button, every widget, every knob, as far as the skins are concerned, she takes you through that. The sounding, the lighting, everything that you need to know to get this platform up and running, as far as the connecting accounts, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, every handle, she's gonna help you get through there. Once you leave this class, you're gonna be proficient in how to work StreamYard. Yeah. So I highly recommend it. She is a technical expert at this platform.
Yeah, we both took tons of notes, and we have tons of notes, but she also provide the recordings that we can go back and watch and listen to if we weren't able to, if we missed something. But she's so detailed that you're sitting there writing, you're like, wait a minute, hold on. She's like, okay, so you didn't get that? Let's go back. Let's go back until you get it. Do you have that? Did you understand it? And she always goes back and recap the previous week to make sure that you understood completely what we went through. And if you didn't, nope, then we need to stop right here and not move forward until you understand what we had last week.
Yep.
That is the type of coach she is.
Oh, and one of the favorite things that I like was the scripting. She does it and then you do it. That was the best.
Now you're gonna scare people, James. You're like,
no.
They're like, wait, who gonna do this? Me?
That was the best.
That was the best.
She strips it, she does it, and then she flops the screen. Now you're the host. Now you execute what she just did.
Yeah.
So the hands-on portion.
Yes.
That's the most phenomenal part about her class.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Yeah, you are wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
God bless you all. Thank you for even trusting me enough to be able to serve you in this capacity. I don't take it for granted when I get the opportunity to help shape someone's show from scratch. I personally believe that all of us have gifts and talents, and that the whole world misses out if we don't use the gifts and talents that God trusted us with. So when I'm given the opportunity to help you all create a show from scratch, it's truly my honor to see it literally take shape and become life disruptions. It's like all of that. And again, I don't own any rights to the show or the content or the creation. Everything is yours. You can take it and put it on networks and whatever partnerships you create, they're yours for life, sponsorships. And I share those details with you on how we go about doing it as a team as well. I'll share screenshots and downloads so that you don't have to start from scratch. Everything should be more of a turnkey situation for you to make your life easier. And I do hope that your experience was a blessed one. Okay. All right. So now the next phase that we are in, let's go to some of the congratulatory comments and stuff. We see you, Yolanda Jerry. Dr. Yolanda Jerry is on here supporting you guys. Y'all definitely go back and watch the replay too, because their stories, their backstories were second to none. It's just amazing what they've experienced to become who they are today. So Life Disruptions is hitting the scene starting Monday, May 9th. Monday, May 9th, everybody. And what we'll do is we'll take another very brief commercial break. When we come back, now this commercial, just so you all have a courtesy heads up, it doesn't fill the whole screen. So I'm gonna tell you, if y'all like back there, all of that stuff, people gonna see y'all. Okay. So when we come back, we're gonna transition to the comments and the certificate presentation and your formal final graduation comments. Okay, we'll be right back.
Lamb Funeral Home has been serving the Cabarrus County in North Carolina and surrounding communities for more than 9 years. Our staff of funeral directors are dedicated to providing the very highest quality of service and continue to be well respected throughout the communities we serve. Our professionals are caring, experienced professionals who understand that each family is unique and has personal requests and traditions. These requests and traditions are the utmost importance to our staff of licensed funeral directors. From the initial care to aftercare, you can entrust your loved one and arrangements to Lamb Funeral Home.
All right, all right. See, y'all stay like statues then, but see, every other commercial break, y'all be back there. High five. I'm like, I can see y'all. All right, listen. So y'all make sure y'all support our sponsors for today. And Lamb Funeral Home, they're certified in all 50 states. The owner is actually a veteran. You were talking about being a veteran as well. He's a veteran, been a veteran for 28 years. So just make sure you all support them if you have any veteran benefits as far as laying loved ones to rest as well. All right, so let's go to the graduation component of this. And I'm excited to be able to present today. I'll pull your comments up the last like 5 minutes or so of the show. So flood the comment section with woohoo, congratulations, I'm tuning in, whatever. If you're going to be tuning in on Mondays, let's put that back up again. If you're going to be tuning in on Mondays at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to the show Life Disruptions, it'll be on Facebook, YouTube, and lots of other streaming platforms. But I want to give you somewhere to go. Go to Life Disruptions, Facebook and YouTube channel, or you can go to James or Effie Robertson's personal pages as well. And make sure you watch the show starting Monday, May 9th, 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't want to miss it. All right. So let's change some things around here and get ready to present these graduates. This is a graduation for none other than James Robertson and Effie Robertson. How do you feel to be getting ready to graduate?
Excited.
Wow. I'm super excited for you guys too. And I'm actually going to put this background for a minute because life is going to be disrupting around here with James and Effie Robertson. We played around with this background, remember?
Yeah.
I love it. I don't know which background y'all are going to go with for your actual show, but I know Life Disruption, someone painted that back there. Tell us about that right quick.
Oh, she's a great artist. She came in and she actually hand painted it. Her name is Aaliyah. She's a wonderful artist. She graduated from VCU from the art program, and she's actually a friend of my girlfriend. Is her niece. I'm sorry. And I asked her, and all I did was tell her what I wanted, and she made it come to life. Wow. All I did was tell her, and she just made it come to life. And I think it's phenomenal.
I'm gonna put this other background up so it even highlights it more. Look at that.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Just if you see it in person, whenever someone walks in here in person, you're like, wow. So pictures does it no justice at all.
That is a beautiful masterpiece back there.
Yeah.
Listen, everybody, I want y'all to hashtag Life Disruptions. Life Disruptions, hashtag that, and let's get it trending today. Life Disruptions, and people will be like, what's that? What that is Effie and James Robertson kicking off on Mondays at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me screenshot that since I see y'all screenshotting it too. All right, let's see. Smile. We got to at least have a cute smile. Wait. That's not my best side. I don't know. People say your best side. I don't know. I don't know which side's my best side. I'm just thank God for all the sides. Here you go. All right. All right, everybody. So as we get ready to graduate these graduates from the Kim Jacobs Show training course on how to start your own show from scratch, let's play some graduation music as I prepare to present them with something right after this. All right. And now I am proud to present to James Robertson and to Effie Robertson their graduation certificate. They had to be in the same bubble. You could not give them two separate certificates, y'all. Okay. So completing the Kim Jacobs online course is none other than Effie and James Robertson, the host of Life Disruptions. And host is normally plural when it's more than one. So it's HOSTS, right? But because they are one in this journey called life, we only made it singular. Host of Life Disruptions.
I like that.
And this is presented to you all today. I don't want y'all to think I'm grammatically. You'd be like, she ain't know. Yes, I did. I did. Okay, but y'all are one. And so together we present the singular certificate to you all as husband and wife today. Thank you for taking our course. And we hope that your experience was life altering and a positive life disruption for you all in this regard.
Thank you. We thank you for what you've done for us. Thank you, Kim.
All right. Listen, everybody, let me get your comments coming in. I see you hashtagging, and I'm going to hashtag as well. Life disruptions. Make sure you all share this broadcast with your friends, your family, your coworkers, and let's hashtag life disruptions, life disruptions, life disruptions. Hashtag that throughout the day. And Dr. Yolanda just said, yay, woohoo! Congratulations. I am so excited for both of you. Pastor Paulette said, congratulations. I love the Robertsons. Oh, that's my daughter, Kim. Oh, this is my mom. My mom, she on a different, she on a private group over there. So it's just my mom said, I don't know what I be getting on. I don't know what platform I'm on. She's on the private group. It's a Mother Dreamer private group. Then you can't use the person's name. I told y'all that, right?
Yeah.
So she said, that's my daughter, Kim, you're describing. That's how she is. And she's always been that way all of her life. Oops, I'm having a proud mommy moment.
Oh.
I'll pay you later. Okay, Yolanda said, congratulations. Good morning. Good morning to you. Mother Julia Harper is on. She's in her 80s, y'all. Yeah, and she actually typed some hearts for you guys. Now, you know you a trip, Mother Harper.
Thank you, Mother Harper. We've heard so much about you. Thank you. Kim
Everybody hears about you, Mother Harper, because we love you, love you,
yes,
love you.
Yes, Kim adores you. Thank you.
Literally, I love you. All right, Facebook user said, which is probably my mom, 3. She put a 3 in the comments that she just absolutely loves that. Congratulations, Mother Harper said as well. I see all of your comments. Bishop Amir May, he's just been assigned to the Dubai district with the Church of God in Christ.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
So
he was Kojic. He was Kojic as well. Yeah.
Okay, so connect with him.
Yes.
And I'm sure he was ex-professional basketball player. Him and his wife are phenomenal. But make sure that you connect with him offline.
Yeah.
And I'll just connect y'all via inbox or something.
Okay.
Because we would probably enjoy connecting with you. And plus, Bishop May, definitely you and Lady Kenya, if y'all ever want to come on the Kim Jacobs Show, obviously, you know, it's an open door invitation to you as well. But he said, life disruptions. Wow, that's good. Okay. All right, let's see. I see some people who've been tagged. We've been tagging people. Y'all make sure y'all share this broadcast. Any other comments? Stay committed to yourself. That's a word. Yes. Arnetta said, that is a whole preached word. Okay, let's see. And she was laughing at something we were saying that was probably funny about y'all getting a room, probably. Move every single day, never give up. Okay, I see all of your comments. Wow, what a powerful story. Thank you all for helping so many through your story. Congratulations, Christine said. Oh, Arnetta Caldwell has a red carpet event that's coming up, and it's going to be at the Arsley Grand Cinemas in Charlotte, North Carolina, April 30th at 5 p.m. if you're anywhere near Charlotte, North Carolina, make sure that you screenshot this. Red carpet kicks off at 4:30. It's hosted by Ernetta Caldwell. She is a beauty queen. You can see her little Facebook thing over there, but she's sitting in that like, what? Hello. Okay. She know how to work the red carpet. Okay. And it's Ernetta Caldwell and Britton Carter are the hosts. Advanced tickets are available. Just simply Cash App to AIGNEF Film, AIGNE Film Group NYC. See you at the movies. So this is going to be on April 30th. I love highlighting.
Congratulations.
She's one of the Mother Dreamers as a part of our Mother Dreamer movement. People that have maybe sat their dreams on the back burner and now they are trying to get them off and dust them off.
Yes.
She's one of the Mother Dreamers, and we want to celebrate her today and acknowledge her event.
Congratulations.
April 30th in Charlotte, North Carolina. You don't want to miss it. All right. Leisha said good morning. Athena Robertson said good morning. Everybody's been saying a lot of comments throughout this broadcast. Thank you all so much. Oh, thank you so much, Kim J. I love you. Love you too. Okay. We're like, okay, Kim, we got to get serious here, huh? Listen, we are so proud of you all and the fact that your show is hitting the scenes. Starting May 9th, be sure to be in your virtual seats and tune in to Life Disruptions with Effie and James Robertson. Give us a closing comment, Effie, and a closing comment, James.
You go first.
Oh God, get the world. Oh no, you, babe. You.
Just want to thank everybody. And thank you, Kim, for allowing us the opportunity to train with you. You taught us so much. We appreciate you. And for everybody out there, don't let your life disruptions be the final resting spot for your dreams and abilities and talents. Life lessons learned, you can turn them around. Be a blessing to anyone and everybody. They need to hear your story.
Yes. I concur. Thank you, Kim. We had a wonderful experience. We look forward to connecting with everyone out there to learn about your life lessons learned. Please join us on Life Disruptions.
On that note, everyone, we're going to go ahead and close out. Hope you enjoyed this graduation ceremony. And we will see you tomorrow. A pastor that has gone from being a pastor to being in pageants will be on tomorrow. And on Friday, one of the first African-American female to run for sheriff in the Charlotte area is going to be right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. So make sure you tune in on the rest of this week and we'll see you then. Y'all stay backstage. Have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world, one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show.